Hey guys, this is StephanieNicoleH. So today I'm coming to you with a recipe. So this is a recipe that I've seen in the past and I've always wanted to try it, but just never did. So I figured, why not? So the holidays are coming up and this is the White Castle stuffing recipe. So if you want to see the details of the recipe as well as my honest opinion, keep watching. Okay guys, so here's all the ingredients that you will need. You will need 10 White Castle burgers with onions, no pickles. Also celery, ground sage, ground thyme, garlic, chicken broth, olive oil, and an egg. Also salt that was not pictured. So step one, you're going to start by cutting up your White Castle burgers into small chunks and then putting that into a mixing bowl. So with each burger, I would say you could probably cut into about 12 to 16 pieces. This is a fairly easy recipe. Prep time is only about 10 minutes. The longest process is just cutting up the burgers as well as the celery. And this recipe will feed around 8 people as a side dish. And your burger chunks do not have to be perfect. They're going to get mixed in with the other ingredients anyway. So just keep chopping until all 10 burgers have been cut into chunks. So during this time, you will want to turn on your oven and start preheating at 350 degrees. So once you're done cutting, this is what your mixing bowl should look like. So next I'm just going to chop up my celery. So I'm just going to cut off the end as well as the top and then just cut down the middle on all 4 pieces and then just cut those into tiny pieces. So in total, you will want about a cup of celery pieces. And I tried to chop the celery as finely as possible. I wanted those pieces to be very thin. And once I'm done chopping my celery, I'm just going to set that to the side. So now over medium heat, I'm going to heat up 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm going to add about 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. So once my garlic is cooking, I'm going to add my celery to the garlic. And so now I'm just going to saute the celery with the garlic for about 4 or 5 minutes. So once the celery is tender, just go ahead and remove from heat. So this is about a 9-inch pan. I'm just going to spray it down with nonstick cooking spray. So now I'm just going to add my celery mixture to my burger pieces. So now I'm going to add my seasoning. So a teaspoon of ground black pepper, Also a teaspoon and a half of ground sage, a teaspoon and a half of ground thyme, and you will need to add salt, so I would suggest maybe adding a teaspoon of salt. And now I'm just adding a half of a cup of chicken broth. And I'm adding 1 egg just so that everything can combine together nicely. And I'm just going to mix that all together, making sure not to over mix. And so this is what the mixture should look like once everything is well combined. So I'm just gonna put all of this into my pan and then just level it all out so that everything is even. So now I'm just gonna put this into the oven for about 30 minutes or until the top is a little bit crispy. So this is my stuffing when it came out the oven. As you can see, it has some nice color to it now. All right, guys, so that was the recipe. So I'm going to dig in and tell you what I think. So let's get to it. So first bite. Okay, so I would say this is a great alternative for like a stovetop stuffing kind of recipe. But if you are used to dressing, which you all know what dressing is, if you're used to dressing, this will not cut it. But I mean, if you're looking for something quick and easy, I mean, the ingredients, it wasn't that many ingredients. You can run out and get 10 White Castle burgers very easily, either from the actual restaurant or frozen food section in your grocery store. But yeah, it's just a stuffing recipe. So if you like stuffing, you will probably love this. If you like dressing, you probably will not love this. But I mean, it's good. I mean, it incorporates White Castle burgers in a different way than we're normally used to. Something different to bring to a potluck. I mean, during COVID, you're probably not doing too many potlucks, but I mean, it's just a fun recipe to try. I think it is definitely worth the try. I probably will not be serving this on Thanksgiving just because I like the consistency of like a cornbread dressing. But I mean, it was worth a try. If you try out this recipe, put some comments down below. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Probably going to be coming back to you with another holiday recipe, something that I have tried in the past. I'm thinking rum cake, but don't quote me on that. Comment below if you want to see a rum cake recipe. But that is it for today. I hope you all enjoy and you all have a good holiday.